Welcome back, everyone. While Pope Leo is from Chicago, tonight thousands of miles away, a different community is claiming the Pope as their own. Our Matt Rivers traveled to the fourth largest city in Peru, where the Pope spent the better part of 2 decades. What was his life like there, and how did he impact the tens of thousands who live there?
When the new Pope first spoke from that Vatican balcony, there was one place he referenced many people listening probably hadn't heard of before.
Y se me permiten también una palabra, un saludo a todos aquellos, y en modo particular a mi querida diócesis de Chiclayo en el Perú.
A message not so much for the world, but for the people of a city 6,600 miles away, Chiclayo, Peru. Peru's fourth largest city isn't famous. It lacks the sophistication of Lima or the tourists of Cusco. 3 flights later, and a quiet airport greets us on arrival as we set out to explore how this unlikely place helped shape a future pope. This bustling but impoverished city first welcomed Pope Leo, then just Robert to most, back in the 1980s. The young missionary, though, ended up staying on and off for more than 2 decades. Father Jorge Millán Cotrina knew that his close friend wouldn't forget where he comes from.
Lo dijo ayer, creo yo, en su mensaje cuando dijo estas palabras que la verdad que nos emocionó a todos. Lo vuelvo a ver en la repetición en los videos y me emociono hasta casi llorar, ¿no? Cuando dijo un saludo especial a mi querida diócesis de Chiclayo. No dijo a la diócesis de Chiclayo, no dijo a la diócesis donde yo estuve, no, a mi querida. Ahí me emocioné y dije, nos lleve en su corazón.
It's clear on the streets of Chiclayo that this city claims the mild-mannered Midwesterner as their own. Newspapers call him the native pope. This one says he's Peruvian and misses ceviche. The Pope ate here, this restaurant's sign out front says, so we stepped inside.
Gracias, muy amable.
Te presento un cabrito combinado. Se le dice cabrito combinado porque viene el arroz, el frijol bayo, que es muy agradable, y el cabrito tierno. Es deshuesado, es un plato tradicional de la ciudad de Chiclayo.
Y es lo que comía el Papa.
Sí.
Su plato
uno de los
favorito.
platos favoritos que comía el Papa.
Ajá.
What is clear is they love him, but to find out why, we ventured on. If you want to quickly get some answers about a new place, I learned a long time ago to get to a local market. In this case, we're told grab a moto taxi to beat the traffic. Along the way, it's not hard to tell that this city is working class. No fancy shopping districts, lots of unpaved roads, average income well under $10,000 a year. But as we see in the market, this city is also known for its openness and hospitality. So it takes just a minute to meet Yvonne, who immediately tells us why this Pope is so beloved.
Porque él ha vivido acá. Él ha estado acá, muchos años ha estado acá en Chiclayo. Nosotras, la ciudad de la amistad, se siente alegre porque ese hombre estuvo aquí, comió con nosotros, vivió carencias, supo que era hambre, dio de comer al que lo necesitó.
Hay otros misionarios que vienen y salen,
claro,
pero él se quedaba.
Él se quedaba, él convivía, él le gustaba dar, era dadivoso, ayudaba al prójimo.
¿Tiene el respeto de la gente aquí?
Claro, claro, mucho respeto, mucho respeto.
They point to example after example. The community kitchens he helped set up, the shelters, both for the poor and for Venezuelan migrants, he helped build. Walking the empty streets of a pandemic-riddled Peru, masked, offering prayers and hope to remind people they were not alone. The man even helped procure oxygen supplies when local health systems faltered. He showed up at confirmations and birthdays and anniversaries. At this church, a half hour outside the city, the Pope once gave Mass and then took several items all the way to the Vatican to get blessed by Pope Francis. Parishioners like Marta will never forget it, stunned to learn he'd become the Pope.
No podías creerlo.
Cuando dijeron su nombre, dijeron, ¿eres Papa? Yo grité, salté y lloré en mi casa. Mi hermana me miraba y yo seguía llorando y no sabía a quién llamar y a quién decirle, nuestro obispo es el Papa.
If the city has a modern patron saint, safe to say he now goes by Pope Leo. So perhaps the scenes we saw over the weekend were no surprise. Thousands gathering for a special mass in honor of the new Pope. The bishop who replaced him giving a soaring sermon.
El Papa León XIV, nuestro amado obispo.
Answered by cheering crowds. More reminiscent of a soccer match than a Catholic mass. But that is the passion this new pope evokes here, a pope they truly call their own. The pope might have been born in the US, but ask any Chiclayano and they'll tell you he's Peruvian too.